So sterling has behaved like I thought it might at the end of the video last night. It fell, it's kind of range bound, waiting for the moving averages to catch up. I also felt that it might make a little break up early on in the morning and then continue the down move. That hasn't happened yet. We'll see. The main focus that I wanted today was to try and look at what our target should be, to basically step back and get a bigger picture of what's going on, of sterling dollar. So I am focusing on currencies. So basically there's some excellent articles up there. The URLs are in the description below the video, so you can have a look at them in greater depth yourself. The main takeaway here is that if you look over the whole 1900s, sterling has just fallen and fallen and fallen. Of course, there are two currencies involved. This is pound dollar, so you could also argue that, well, the dollar has just gone up and up and up, so you'd kind of want to see how the dollars, use a spread, a collection of currencies, and see whether, if the dollar has gone up and up and up, then the Deutsche Mark against the dollar, what's the trend for that? The yen against the dollar, what's the trend for that? And so on. But I'm just thinking about my trade, the pound dollar, and what do I expect will happen. So this is I made some reference to, the fact that it had actually once fallen below the current levels. This now, it's actually broken. So it's only this period in the mid 80s, I'd say, that the pound has actually been lower. Here the theme is kind of, there are few better ways to chart Britain's decline from empire than its currency. That was the slant this article was taking. In this, they actually talk about targets. So essentially people are predicting 120 to 130. It's more headline grabbing to say pound could hit history making dollar parity by end of 2016. I don't know about that. You always hear about parity. It was always going to be euro against sterling. Oh, that's going to hit parity. A few years ago, it went up to 0.9, or it went up a bit, but it fell back. So I'd say parity is more just it's a nice and simple aim for 120 though, that's more viable. And I think in the 85-86 bit, when it fell before, it has actually gone as down. It has fallen as low as, I think it was 106. But so that is a natural target for the market. This to test, can it go down to a level it's already been to? And if it can go to 106, I'd say it could hit 1. So I wouldn't write off parity, but I'd be aware that people tend to like to talk about parity, which doesn't actually happen most of the time. I need more data on that to see, is it like a 40% chance of it happening, a 10%, or an 80%? So that's just a update, so that you have some more information, a bit better historical sense, since there's no harm knowing more.